Football is back. Friday night lights perched atop the Falcons' nest with your Lake Dallas Quarterback Club, bringing you another edition of Falcon football. Tonight is a district home matchup as the Falcons come home to face the #1 district team, the Frisco Raccoons. Garen Shantz is with me, Fab Salt behind the scenes. I'm AJ Tellers. Garen, we come into the night with the Falcons sitting near the bottom of the district standings. They've got a tough test facing the #1 team in those standings, the undefeated 6-0 Frisco Raccoons with a 4-0 conference record.
Yep, and they're also going against 3 of probably the best players in all of district, if not probably the best in all of 5A. You're looking at quarterback Kari Green, number 2. He's 46 of 85. Not too many passing yards, but he definitely gets the job done. They're averaging about 167 receiving yards a game. So right now he's sitting at 1,000 yards passing so far. So they also got 2 elite running backs and a great wide receiver in Chase Lowry.
Yeah, this is an offense that has been relatively stagnant in the passing game, but don't let that fool you. This is a running offense. They average about 230 rushing yards a game. And Garen, you alluded to in that interview with Coach Michael Young, they will primarily do their work on the ground out of that wing T formation.
Yeah, and they love that wing T formation. That's something that Coach Young was really having difficulty with, trying to help this defense practice and get ready for this offense that's so diverse. This is a team where they're only going to have Chase Lowry, number 4, out there wide. So they're only going to have 1 defensive back playing wide. The rest of the team is going to be bunched together. Coach said you can't double any man up, because when you double one person up, that's going to open up the run and allow Bryson Clemens, who has 721 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns and averaging 120 yards per game, he's just going to gash right through the middle of that defense. So they have to stay disciplined, and this is an offense they haven't seen before.
Clemens, like you said, he is their main weapon offensively. He scored 11 touchdowns on the ground, 12 overall. Lake Dallas will kick off right to left, and it's going to be returned from the 5-yard line. Frisco takes over at the 15, breaking a tackle just shy of the 20-yard line. He's going to be stopped. Forward progress will mark this down around the 19-yard line, and the Falcons start the ball game on defense.
Good tackle out there by Hunter Markham, making a stop. But defense, this is going to be a huge moment, and something Coach Young said, and he's proven himself right. Brandon Engel going out there to play some safety. They need some speed at the defensive back position outside Kobe Minor. Coach said, hey, you may not be seeing Brandon play too much offense. You may see him play more defense, and look what they're doing. They went ahead and sent him right out there at the deep safety.
Yeah, it's good to see Engel healthy and being this versatile two-way player that he can be tonight. So 1st and 10, Raccoons going to start at the 20-yard line. Quarterback Kyrie Green out of the gun, toss to the right, outside of the 20 with some block to the 25, out of bounds around the 30-yard line. That was Miles Mays, their lone wide receiver on the sweep there on that toss.
Yeah, that was a great run over there by Mays. Check that, number 11, Dante Reese. Excuse me, that was Dante Reese on the play. A really good run, an end around, simple end around. That was already something that the Falcons haven't seen. It's just that wing T formation. It's so unique. The movement is very different. The quarterback is spinning the opposite way. Therefore, you can't really see what he's reading. It's a play that's built before. So a lot of these teams are used to playing the option.
You got 2 guys in the backfield, but none of them directly behind the quarterback. 1st down, toss again. That's Davis around the 30 to the 35-yard line, out of bounds. Check that, Dante Reese on the carry once again. So 2 runs and a nice pickup for Frisco to start the ball game. Lake Dallas got to get some penetration to stop that run.
Tackled over there by Brandon Engel. It looks like they brought him down at about the 38-yard line. So Falcons are already getting drove down the field right now. Kari Green's just kind of making a statement saying, look, y'all are kind of worried about trying to make me pass. I know y'all are focused on the run, but you know what we're going to do? We're just going to go ahead and keep running it until you can stop it.
A 2nd down and 3 at the 37-yard line. Frisco still on their own side. More traditional formation now. Got a man in motion. Toss to the left side at the 35-yard line. Hit upfield to the 40. Passed it to the 45-yard line. Tackled forward. Another nice pickup on the ground. This time it was Blake May, their 2nd running back on the depth chart. Picks up a Frisco 1st down.
Yeah, you got to wonder, when are they going to get Bryson Clemens involved? Because so far they're doing the job with just May and Dante Reese on the end arounds. Just simple wide receiver end arounds. And they're going to go ahead and trot their best player, Chase Lowry, back on the field along with Clemens.
You got Green still the quarterback. One of the few teams that Falcons have seen where the quarterback lines up under center. Looking left on the snap. Rolling out to his right. He's got all kinds of space at the 40. Green looking downfield to 45. Fires a pass. It is going to be in and out of the hands of his receiver at the 20-yard line. It's incomplete. First pass of the ball game. Lake Dallas caught a break as that pass easily could have been caught, but it wasn't, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, and Kari Green just had all day. It looked like Kelvin Yuka got loose on his pass rush, got pushed from the back. Probably could have been a flag, but it's so early in the game. Maybe these refs aren't going to call. Hopefully it's a different set of refs than what we've had over here on the home field, but got shoved in the back a little bit. He was the guy that had containment on Green, just lost it.
Brings up second down, still 10 to go. Frisco at their own 46-yard line, 9:50 on the clock and stop. Two running backs in the backfield. Green handed off right up the middle. That's Bryson Clemens to the right past the 50. Spinning forward past the 45-yard line on the Lake Dallas side. So the Raccoons move into Falcon territory on the first carry of the night for Bryson Clemens.
Bryson Clemens looked like he was being controlled by a video game remote as he broke out 2 jukes and a spin move in his first run to get 11 yards. Good run out there. Falcons got to be able to figure something out to stop this drive. Right now they're controlling the clock. They've already chewed about 3. We're going on about 3 minutes now.
First and 10 at the Falcon 43. Man in motion, going to be a toss to him. That's Dante Reese out to the outside of the 40-yard line. He's hit out of bounds. Picked up about 4 yards on the carry. It'll bring up second down and medium.
Good pursuit out there by Kobe Minor, and it looked to be Kelvin Yuka. It's good to see those guys at least hustling around all over the place. They're going to be doing a lot of running, lots of end arounds. Like I said, going to be a lot of movement. These guys are in shape. A lot of Frisco's players play both ways, actually. They're smaller guys. They have a smaller offensive line, smaller defensive line that matches up well with Lake Dallas's.
Second down, 7 to go at the Falcon 40-yard line. Reese in motion, but it's going to be Clemens on the handoff. Cuts to the right, to the 35. He's going to be spun down forward just shy of the 30-yard line. It's going to be enough for a Raccoon first down. And with 8:39 left here in the opening quarter, Frisco is marching down the field.
Yeah, Clemens just doing a great job of finding the open hole and getting to that second level and making that third man miss. I mean, he's already getting past the second man. It's once he hits that third man, he's making a miss and getting 12 yards per carry.
First and 10, this time at the Falcon 32. Handoff left side. This time it's slower wind to the 30-yard line. Barreling forward, he's brought down. That was Blake May again on a carry. Getting outside, and it's going to be about second and medium.
And back to what Coach Young was saying is, when you watch this offense, it is something that you don't see too many high schools kind of utilizing. This is an offense that's maybe similar to very run-heavy teams. You think back maybe Army as a college football team, but even they don't run a wing T style offense. This is kind of a newer innovation that's been made. So it's something that Lake Dallas isn't quite used to, and not many high schools. I think that's one of the reasons that Frisco's undefeated.
Empty backfield here under center. Rolling out, going to throw Green to his right to the 30-yard line. Hits his man at the 15 with blocks in front. 10-5, juking a guy into the end zone for a touchdown. Frisco strikes first on their opening possession. It's 6-0 out of the gate. Raccoons march. That's an 80-yard drive that's capped off with a touchdown throw. Green scoring on the touchdown pass.
Yeah, and it looks like that was Joseph Taylor out there in coverage, just losing his man. But right now in odd formation, they're going to go ahead and bring out the extra point unit.
They lined up to see. It's one of those situations where the offense lines up just to see what personnel they get out of the defense, and then they bring the field goal unit on. So a 6-0 ball game, extra point. It's going to be Jake Gaster, right-footed kicker. Good snap, good hold, low kick, but it's going to go right through the uprights. And it's 7-0 Raccoons out of the gate. Falcons going to have to score points tonight. They find themselves trailing after the opening possession. You're listening to your Lake Dallas Quarterback Club. Fans, we know the hassle of finding a reliable vehicle at a reliable dealer. But here at Huffine Chevrolet, you can accomplish both in one place. That's right. Look no further than your Huffine Chevy dealer located in Louisville and Plano. As a proud sponsor of your Lake Dallas Falcons, we at Huffine Chevrolet take pride in supporting our community. Since 1924, we've been treating North Texas customers the way they want to be treated. Visit our Louisville or Plano locations today. Ray Huffines, serving our community since 1924. 9-play drive for 80 yards caps off the opening possession for the Frisco Raccoons. The undefeated district leaders score on their opening possession, and the Falcons will get the ball back for the first time, trailing 7-0.
Yeah, that's a drive that Lake Dallas they needed to answer. Coach Young said that, look, we know what the strong point of our defense is, of this team is, and that is the defense. Frisco's had time to watch the film. They've gotten to see the little bits and pieces that teams have been able to pick apart this defense with. So far, they're utilizing it in every single way. They're trying to keep their record undefeated. Lake Dallas trying to break this 3-game losing streak.
Kicking from right to left. It's going to be a pooch kick that's going to bounce at the 40-yard line. That went 10 yards, and it came back, and Frisco picked it up. Caught everyone by surprise. It looked like a harmless pooch kick, but it got a very Raccoon-friendly bounce and kicked, and they recovered it. It went 15 yards. But I don't think anyone on the Falcons side blinked an eye. Now the referee are having a word, and I'm trying to figure out whether or not Frisco recovered this.
Yeah, I'm thinking Frisco got that one.
That was like they did.
A well-executed, I always wondered why do these teams try and kick these onside kicks when squibs really are the ones where you don't quite know where they're going to go. Those are more successful.
Well, first down, Green going to roll out at an empty backfield, fire at the 30-yard line, low throw. His receiver caught it. They are going to say he had help from the ground. They're going to bring that one back. It's incomplete. So before we have a chance to process what just happened, you're right, a pooch kick out of the gate results in an onside recovery, and Frisco is going to get the ball for the second time before Lake Dallas will touch it on offense.
Yeah, and it looks like another thing worth noting is Kobe Minor is not on the field. You have Brandon Engel and Christian Hernandez playing the safety position as Kobe Minor's on the sideline. Looks like there's a helmet issue, so nothing to be too concerned about.
Second down and 10 at the 41-yard line. Toss. This is Harris rolling out to the 35, 30-yard line, trying to change direction shy of the 20. Nice pickup there on second down. That's been the theme. And check that, Blake May on the carry. Beg your pardon, but it's again enough for a first down for the Raccoons.
Yeah, Blake May is one of those elite running backs that they have. They really like to utilize Clemens, but whenever they give May the ball, he's been pretty successful. He has 7 touchdowns of his own, 321 rushing yards, and you got probably the best running back in the district. So those are pretty good results for him.
Going to hand it off on first down to the weak side. Clemens trying to get out of the pocket. Breaks down the outside of the 15-yard line. 10, one-on-one. He's brought down right around the 8-yard line. And again, it's enough for a Frisco first down.
There is a flag on the play. It looks like at the Falcon about 13-yard line. So something, I don't know what I saw where it's spotted at. It looks like there's possibly a holding on Frisco.
And it indeed is going to be a hold against the Raccoons. That'll back that run up. First penalty of the ball game.
And the Falcons get lucky on that one. Clemens is running all over them so far. There has been no way of stopping him, and they know that they can't double him, or they can't just crash on the inside, because then they're going to just run these outside runs with the wide receivers, the wide receiver end arounds, which is something Lake Dallas enjoyed to do earlier in the season. So right now, utilizing it very well, Frisco is, and sitting at 7-0 over the Falcons with 6:40 left. Questions are starting to rise where the Falcons going to get the ball in the first quarter.
First down and 15. Looking to his right. Green going to throw. Got a man at the 20 who dropped the football. Had about 5 or 6 yards in front of him to run after the catch, but it doesn't matter as the intended receiver, Miles Mays, couldn't catch the football, and it brings up second down and 15 from the Falcon 28-yard line.
Yeah, I believe that was Chase Lowry on the target. Something you don't really see too often from Lowry are those dropped balls. He's a guy that's got, earlier in the pregame I had mentioned, he does have 616 receiving yards, but he's got 7 touchdowns. This guy is tall. He's good in the red zone.
Second down, you got Harris in motion. Going to be a toss to him. Check that, Dante Reese around to the 25, 20-yard line. Cutting upfield. He's out of bounds right around the 19-yard line. So many different people of this Frisco offense will carry the ball at one point. They get a lot of personnel in different groupings and different formations involved in the running game.
Not too bad of a tackle out there by number 32, Austin Dabney. He's still trying to make up for, there were some mistakes that he had made last week, but he's a young guy, still learning, and he's also got DeMarjay Williams Beard playing on the outside. They're kind of rotating in and out.
3rd and 7. Green looking to his right, going to throw a punch. Gets out of the pocket at the 20-yard line. He's committing to the run. He's going to go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's short of a first down, and it brings up 4th down for the first time for the Raccoons.
Yeah, and this is going to come down to what is Frisco going to run here? Looks like they're going to bring out their field goal unit. If this defense is able to hold them to 3 points or maybe 0 points, this is a huge win. This is up to the offense to go out there and to make a statement. This is something that they've had some time to fix. They've had to figure themselves out. They've realized what works, what doesn't work.
This is Jake Castor set for the field goal. It's going to be a 34-yarder. Good hold, good snap, and the kick itself is no good. It's wide right. Tough to tell from our angle, but that one couldn't stay inside the right upright, and it's no good. And there you go, Garen. The defense
There's a flag
holds,
on the play.
but a flag comes in.
Oh, and the coaches are hot out on the field.
It's 4th and about 5, so
if it's on the Falcons, it would give them a first down.
this is good. It's a hold.
And Frisco's got a first down.
Whatever the penalty is, it's against Lake Dallas, and you're right. That's going to give the Raccoons an automatic first down.
It was a roughing the kicker call.
Roughing the kicker. That's going to be a big one.
Yep, and they're going to go ahead and get, is it 5 or 10?
If it's running in a kicker, it's going to be 5. If it's roughing, it wouldn't matter what the down and distance would be. It'd be an automatic first down. They're moving this from the 17-yard line to about the 12, so that lets us know that it's running into the kicker. It was 4th and about 5, so the first down will be given after the penalty. So it's 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Empty backfield, man in motion, it's Reese. Toss to him to the left, to the 5. Trying to cut upfield. He's going to be stopped before he was able to cross that 5-yard line. Nice first down stand by the defense, and it brings up 2nd down and goal. Still about 8 yards to go.
Yeah, and this is going to go down to come down as one of those things where the defense shot themselves in the foot. They were able to get off the field after being on for, look, we're over the halfway point of the first quarter. 5:15 left, 7-0 Frisco on top, and they're already knocking back on the door with the ball on the Falcons' 8-yard line.
Frisco scored on their opening possession, then recovered an onside kick. 2nd and goal at the 8. Handoff. This is Clemens bouncing it to the left, 5-yard line. Couldn't get around the edge. Nice tackle. The ball came out at the end. Referee was right there. He's saying Clemens was down, and it's going to remain a Raccoon football, and it'll bring up 3rd and goal. That side judge was right there to call that football dead.
And you know what's a good sign is the person that caused that fumble. It's also not a good sign that he's limping. Is Brandon Engel. Brandon Engel went and caused that fumble, but they have him playing a very, you have to change direction quite a bit as a safety, especially as an open field safety. He has a hamstring injury, so this is an interesting choice for them to play him at.
3rd and goal from the 5. Green going to roll out to his right, looking in the end zone, throws over the middle. It's caught for a touchdown for Frisco, and the Raccoons are up 13-0 after just 2 possessions, killing all the way to 4:19 left in the first quarter. Falcons find themselves down 2 scores.
Yep, and that was on, it looks to be Kobe Minor's man, which is something, you don't see Kobe Minor blow coverage often. He's blown coverage one previous time. He's been one of the most reliable blanket defensive backs that Lake Dallas can trust. So, not the greatest start that they could hope for. It looks like they're 13-0. Falcons offense still has to go back out there, and they need to be able to rejuvenate. They need to be able to carry the defense.
Jake Castor set to kick the extra point. That one's going to be good. He missed a field goal. That would have been a turnover, but if running into the kicker penalty kept the ball with the Raccoons. 14-0 Falcons trail Frisco. 4:19 left in the first quarter.
Sweet Hupon Chevrolet in Louisville, where the prices are so low. So low, so low, so low. I don't always watch high school football under the Friday night lights, but when I do, it's with Maston Air, watching the Lake Dallas Falcons crushing it. Stay cool, my friends.
$14-0 Falcons trail the Raccoons after Frisco scores on their opening possession, then recovers a surprise onside kick, and then marches down and scores another touchdown. Falcons will get the ball for the first time, trailing 2 scores.
Yeah, and Falcons got to be able to go out there, and I've said this repetitively, both teams are trying to play old school smash mouth type football. They want to run the ball, so Coach Young's going to try to run the ball again.
Ball's kicked deep. Agachukwu will fair catch it at the 14-yard line. Check that Kobe Minor on the fair catch, and the Falcons will take over. 4:19 left here in the opening quarter in this district matchup between Lake Dallas and Frisco. You got the top team in the district, the Raccoons, coming in at a 4-0 record in district. That's good enough for the number 1 spot. And you have the Falcons as of now tied for the very bottom with a 0-3 record. That mark looking to get into the win column tonight. It's going to be tough. Already down 2 scores.
Yeah, and a quick update right now. Braswell Bengals are up 7-0 in the first quarter against Lebanon Trail, and Princeton is leading Frisco Memorial 7-0.
First down, quarterback keeper Moon up the middle, got about 3 yards. Had Minor in motion. Check that, Onyekure in motion, but Moon kept it for that quarterback run, and it brings up 2nd down and 7.
Another big score here is the battle for 3rd place right now between Lovejoy and Reedy. Lovejoy won a close one last night, 20-19. So Lake Dallas, they're trying to get in that 4th spot. This is a must-win game. They cannot lose.
2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line. Moon going to hand it off. Lindsey, check that on Yeckerway to the 30-yard line. He's going to meet a wall of Raccoons, and he's not going anywhere. Forward progress will net that a gain of about a yard, and it brings up 3rd down, 5 to go.
And they're playing Brandon Engel both ways. They have Brandon out there at the wide receiver position too. So you're going to tire out one. I mean, he's a great player, but you have 2 of your best players in Kobe Minor and Brandon Engel out there on the field playing offense and defense.
3rd and 4 to go. Moon the snap, going to throw. Toss up Engel. Can he get to it at the 50-yard line? It's incomplete. Brandon Engel might have saved an interception as that was Max Sowerwine, the defensive back for Frisco, getting ready to pick that ball off, but Brandon Engel collided with him once the ball got to him, and it just fell as an incompletion. Tough pass there. Moon trying to complete it in double coverage.
Yeah, and this defense is going to have to go back out on the field without getting even a minute of rest as they got the ball back at about the 4:05 mark. It's 3-minute, 9-second mark, so very tough for the defense to catch a little bit of breath.
Patty the pump going to bounce at the 40-yard line. It's going to keep rolling to the 30, 35.
Great kick.
Lindsey going to down it at the 21 where it stops. And a decent punt there. So the Falcons defense coming on for the 3rd time tonight. Down 14-0. We're going to step out. This is your Lake Dallas Quarterback Club.
Hey Falcon fans, your local community bank, Point Bank, would like to invite you into its location right here in Corinth to get your very own Lake Dallas School logo debit card. It's free when you open a new personal checking account. Point Bank is a member FDIC bank.
$14-0, Frisco on top. Falcons go 3 and out, leading to a Preston Gregg punt. And referees right after that punt are having a word. And they are... So whatever the flag was when we went to break, we just listened to the PA announcer. Falcons offense gets a 1st down. We'll get back to that in a second. 1st down handoff. This is Lindsey barreling through the middle. Got past the 40-yard line. We'll see where they spot him where he was down.
Check that one. They're relying on Onyekure early in the game. They know their bruiser is. They're going to try and run it right up the gut. They have some smaller defensive tackles. A little bit of a smaller linebacker, but he is no scrub. Their star linebacker is Aaron Taylor, who has 72 tackles manning the middle. So it's very hard to get past that guy.
So the Falcons offense still on the field. There had to have been a running into the kicker penalty on that punt because the Falcons offense comes back on the field. They have it at a 2nd and 5. Moon dropping back, no time. He's sacked at the 30-yard line. Moon went down almost the second he dropped back. And that is going to put a big hurdle in this drive for the Falcons.
And add another sack to Kamunte Miller's resume. He already had 4 this season. He goes ahead and gets his 5th on Trevor Moon. So that guy's off to a very hot start. This left tackle has quite a bit of work to do.
3rd down, 12 to go. 1:43 and counting here. Falcons trail 14-0 out of the gate. Got Engel out wide to his right. Moon out of the gun on Yeckerway on his left hip. Here's the snap. 3rd and 12. Rolling out to his left. Moon at the 30. Going to throw on the run. It's caught. for a first down. That's Hunter Hope on the completion, and the Falcons move the chains without the help of a penalty for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that's good ball movement out there by Trevor Moon, and good route by Hunter Hope, running straight to the sticks, knowing where the sideline is. The Falcons, they need a little bit of time. They need some time for the defense to catch their breath. They're able to sit back down on the bench. They've gotten a couple of sips of water. They need to drive down here and at least get some points on the board.
First down at their own 47-yard line. Handoff. Nope, keeper from Moon. Up the middle, not a lot of room.
Yeah, on that one, sorry about that,
Go
AJ.
ahead.
But on that one, they were trying to run that wide receiver end around with Kobe Minor, and don't quite understand why Trevor Moon wanted to pull it and run it right down the middle. They had the defensive tackles and defensive ends. Both had crashed down after the tackles kind of went all to the left. I'm not too sure why he ran right into the crap when Kobe Minor, he had a wide open right side of the field.
Yeah, with blockers in front of him. Sets up second down, 10 to go. There was no gain on that last play, but no loss. Still at the 47. Moon going to hand it off on Yekerway. Look out, no room. Good penetration from that Frisco line. And on Yekerway stop behind the line of scrimmage, and they're going to have this third down play behind the sticks.
And Frisco doing a really good job of keeping their defensive linemen rotated. Defensive ends, defensive tackles. They just brought in defensive end number 44. It looks to be A.J. Denota playing along defensive end, defensive tackle. These guys are pretty versatile. They play both ways. So Falcons, and it looks like Falcons are going to stick with some of their guys playing both ways.
And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a quick one. Ground game is dominated. 14-0. Raccoons lead your Falcons. Falcons will get the football, or hold on to the football, when we come back for the second quarter. 14-0. Lake Dallas trails.
What's going on, everybody? Darren here to talk to you guys about LCFCA, the most amazing youth sports association in Denton County. Their mission is to promote a positive environment in youth football and cheer, fostering character, athleticism, teamwork, and sportsmanship. So go ahead and sign up your future Falcons today.
Whether you need a great job or highly qualified talent, contact your friends at Cornerstone Staffing. With recruiters in Dallas and Fort Worth, they'll find you the perfect match, guaranteed. Cornerstone Staffing, helping build a better workforce.
Ninth play of this drive coming up for Lake Dallas. Running game has dominated. Falcons got the football with 4:19 left in the first quarter. They're taking it over now. Starting the second quarter, third down, 12 yards to go at their own 45, trying to get to midfield for the first time. Three receiver set. Moon going to throw, looking right. He's got pressure, rolling out to his right. Heaves it downfield. It's going to be intercepted out of bounds. Not going to matter. It's going to bring up fourth down, and the Falcons will punt. Ironically, for the first time tonight, that was their first possession of the game, despite it being 14-0.
Yeah, that was also Chase Lowry's first catch. That was also Chase Lowry's first catch of the night, and looked to be that his foot got in bounds before hitting the out of bounds little, it looks like the white strip out there, but man, what a play by Chase.
Punt is going to be up. It's going to be a short one to bounce at the 30-yard line, and it's going to stay right there. A couple of bounces either way, but it's down at the 30-yard line. So Frisco will take over. 11:42 left here in the second quarter. 14-0. Falcons trailing early. Looks
Yeah,
like it's going to keep it right here, Garen.
Yeah, it looks like right now it's looking like Lake Dallas. They need to go ahead and they needed to put some points up there, but these guys are starting to get tired when you're running Kobe Minor and Brandon Engel, your two big playmakers. I know I sound like a broken record, but two of your biggest playmakers both playing the same positions, wide receiver and safety. I mean, that's exactly, they're playing the exact same thing. It's going to be tough to score points.
Handoff inside left. That's Clemens getting a 35-yard line. He's brought down. Medium gain, about 5 yards. It brings up second down. Those pickups on first down are killers as a defense when you constantly allow a team to run for 4, 5, 6 yards plus. Just makes your job as a defense getting them off the field so much tougher.
Yeah, and the safeties are having to come up to make the play. Safeties and defensive backs. They're driving right through this D-line as you have Christian Crawford, Kelvin Yuka. Looks to be number 57, Swallow, and number 44, Junior Flores. They're kind of getting eaten up by the Frisco Raccoons.
Second down and 5. You got two receivers right. Green under center. Hand it off. Clemens again, right side. Right through that B gap. Short gain. He stopped. Shy of the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up third and about 2 yards as Clemens got to the 39-yard line.
Brought down by number 28, Kellen Ferguson, having to pursue at the defensive back position. But you do have to remember, these defensive backs are packed tight. They only have that one wide receiver out wide. They're running a 2 tight end set, 1 running back, and then they got 1 wide receiver split way out wide, and they also, every now and then, they'll include a sniffer back.
3rd down, 1 to go. Chance for Lake Dallas to get them to 4th down. Green under center, man in motion. Gonna toss it. That's Reese. 35-yard line, 40. Tackled forward past the 1st down. Reese got to about the 47-yard line, and it's enough for a Raccoon 1st down.
Caden Liston trotting back onto the field. Swallow's gonna go back off, get a quick breather, and man, these end arounds are just killing the defense, and it's like I said, it's whenever they go for one thing, it's going to open up the other because the way this is ran, the offense it's hard. It's hard to defend. I mean, you don't know what to really do with your defensive backs, and you don't want to put too many linebackers in the game.
Green out of 2 tight end set, rolling out, going to throw. Looking to his left, under pressure, hits his man. That's Clemens at the 40-yard line, wide open. Gets around to the outside. He's at the 35-yard line on the Falcons side, brought out of bounds. Bryson Clemens' first catch on the night.
Yeah, right now it looks like there's a flag in the backfield.
And it's going to be holding against Frisco, so it'll bounce that back.
No, that was, I don't know what that is. It's
They
a pat on,
pointed-
whatever a pat
heard
on
Mike
the,
say
whatever
holding.
a pat on the head is. I don't know what that is. I don't know, but definitely it's going to save the Falcons a little bit of yardage here. So. 1st and we're looking at 1st and 15. You got the defense playing tight. You're trying to stick with the man-to-man thing. That was a really good play by Kari Green because he was able to drag not only the entire defensive line towards him, he also made the linebackers lose their men. They brought all those guys, after I was saying they were so focused on the run, they brought these 4 guys, they released them into the flat.
1st and 15. Green going to throw again. He's looking Lowry's way. Toss up at the 30-yard line. Lowry can't make the catch. It's incomplete, no flag. Brings up 2nd down. Nice stop. Falcons man on the cover. That time it was Austin Dabney.
Yeah, not bad coverage by Austin Dabney as he's covering one of the big guys out there, number 4, Chase Lowry. So he's got a lot of work on his hands. They're trying to go the opposite of where Kobe Minor is at, but the good news is that they have Brandon Engel on the other side to help out a little bit. So they have 2 insanely fast and athletic guys to go up and get the ball. One thing that the Falcons need to do, and you had talked to me earlier, they need to get 2 to 3 turnovers, you think.
Yeah, the keys for tonight for the Falcons is at some point they're going to have to steal possession to keep up with this offense. 2nd down, 15. Green rolling out to his left, going to throw again. Check down in the 40. He's got a man. It's caught. Reese upfield to the 45 out of bounds.
And that's going to be
coming late.
Unnecessary roughness on the Falcons.
And that looks exactly what it's going to be. Late hit out of bounds on Reese, who was well short of the 1st down. That's a killer because I was going to set up about 3rd and 7. That was a good chance for the Falcons defense to get off the field, but all for naught.
Yeah, and that's going to be on. It looks to be Patrick Wenger hitting him late. That's something you got to be careful about doing. Those guys, it's going to give them a free 1st down, and defense is only going to have to stay out there longer, and you can only use so many timeouts, and the clock just ticks and ticks and ticks. Frisco's doing such a good job of chewing up the clock that Lake Dallas may only get 2 possessions, if that, by the time we hit halftime.
Yeah, 9:15 left, 14-0 Frisco. 1st down at the Falcon 40-yard line. Green rolling out, going to throw again, firing it down the field. It is incomplete at the 5-yard line. Threw it into triple coverage. Green had pressure on him that time, and that's something the Falcons are going to have to keep up. But there is a flag. Wonder if that hit on Green might have come late. Maybe there were some hands to the face. And it's going to be roughing the passer against Lake Dallas. So back-to-back plays turn into big penalties against Frisco, or against the Falcons.
The sound effects back whenever they're shooting themselves in the foot. I've been saving it because right now all you'd be hearing is and then that you wouldn't even be able to hear a broadcast because basically this whole defensive drive and the drive before has been shooting themselves constantly in the foot. They get a 3 and out. Nope. They go and rough the kicker, and then now they go and rough the passer.
We got a 1st down at the 30-yard line. Quick throw to the left side. That's Harris. Caught. Makes a man miss at the 20. Cuts upfield. 10, 5. Contact at the 1-yard line. He's brought down. That was a touchdown saving tackle. Someone in the Falcons secondary made the stop.
Austin Dabney's trying to save a little bit of teeth there for the Falcons, but they're getting punched in the mouth.
Brings up 1st and goal. They're lining up heavy. Quick snap. Green going to sneak it right down the middle. He will break the plane for a Frisco touchdown, and the Raccoons make this a 20-0 ball game with 8:48 left in the first half.
Yeah, and defense, they're still just trying to figure out how are we going to make these adjustments, because the way they have these wide receivers releasing is they're doing double moves. They're doing stop and goes. They're doing out and ins. And then post corner routes. It's hard to defend whenever you're so focused on stopping the run and all your corners are packed tight. Their hips start getting tight because they're taking 2 steps forward. All their momentum's going forwards.
Snap, hold is good. Kick is going to be good. And Jake Gasser's 3 for 3 tonight on extra points. 21-0. 3 touches of the football, 3 possessions, 3 scores for the Raccoons out of the gate. Falcons going to get the ball for just the second time with 8:48 left here in the first half. 21-0. Raccoons on top.
If you're looking for some new bling for your ring, look no further than Jostens Jewelry. Not only are they Denton-based, but they are proud supporters for the Lake Dallas Falcons and supplying our junior class with their class rings. Visit them at www.jostens.com or visit them at their location on I-35E across from Medical City. Let's make it a great year, Falcons. You know where I go when I'm craving some delicious chicken? I stop by Chick-fil-A, located in Kensington Square on Swisher Road in Corinth. Be sure to try the new Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich, and remember to try out the Chick-fil-A One app, available on the Android and iOS App Store. Eat more chicken, Falcons.
21-0. Raccoons on top here at Falcons Stadium. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club, bringing you another edition of Falcons football. Fab Sauce behind the scenes, Garen Schatz alongside me. I'm AJ Tellers. Pooch kickoff. The Raccoons are going to do it again. It will be fair caught by Trevor Lindsay at the 30-yard line, and the Falcons will start at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Trevor Moon's got quite the work to do along with Aaron Walterscheid and Coach Young. They got to figure out how they're going to get this offense moving. Defense not doing too bad of a job, but then again, they're not doing a great job either. Allowing 21 points and allowing them to chew off about probably 10 minutes of clock. Just running the football just straight down your throat, 5-6 yards per carry. And then even when you get those stops and then you're just making boneheaded decisions whenever you're roughing the passer late or you get a late hit out of bounds, you got to be smarter than that.
Frisco has averaged about 4.5 minutes per possession. They've scored 3 times. First down for the Falcons. Option Moon going to keep it up. The middle has a seam. He's to the 35-yard line. And a nice pickup there. It's going to be enough for a first down. Actually, check that. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain. They started at the 30-yard line, not the 25. So that gains for 5, and it brings up second down and short.
Yeah, right now, good. Not too bad of a run by Trevor Moon. We know that he wants to run the ball right down the middle as much as he can, but they're trying to switch it up. They're trying to let him throw it a little bit more.
Second down, 2 to go. Ball's at the 37. Moon going to hand it off this time on Yeckerway, trying to fight forward through a hole. He gets to the 40-yard line. Short pickup, but it's enough for a Falcon first down.
Yeah, they're trying to get Onyekure involved early and often, but he's kind of getting stood straight up before he gets that momentum going. He's a 220-pound running back, so he's really got to get his momentum going forwards. Now 220 pounds. Am I probably butchering that? Maybe. But really, he's sitting at about 200. But still, that's a bigger guy that has to get his momentum going forward in order to gain some steam.
You got Nava in motion at their own 40-yard line. Moon going to keep it on option to the 40. Short of the 50-yard line, gets to the 48. And is going to be marked down short of the midway mark. Brings up second down. Those quarterback options for Moon have netted about 2 to 3. Haven't been that big play type of run just yet tonight. Frisco's contained the Falcons. Brings up second down and 7. Moon ready to go. Man in motion to the left. He's going to give it to him. That's going to be minor to the 45-yard line. He's brought down, so another short gain. Check that McGrew on the carry that time on the wide receiver sweep. But it's a short gain. It brings up 3rd and 5.
Good to see McGrew back out on the field. He's been dealing with a little bit of turf toe all week long. He's had to be held out of some practices. Coach Young wasn't sure if he was going to be good to go. But he's out there, he's running routes, he's running the end arounds. Did look a little bit stiff on that run, though. So keep an eye on the toe. And Jaden McGrew, I'm going to be watching for him, see if I see any limping.
21-0 Raccoons on top. 6:53 left, first half. Falcons at their own 45-yard line, third and 5 to go. Play action, Moon going to throw, 50. It is incomplete, dangerous pass across the field. That nearly got intercepted, nearly got tipped by another Raccoon, and it hits the sideline incomplete. Intended receiver was Fabian Nava, and here comes the punting unit for the Falcons.
Yeah, and it's not something that you want. We're already sitting at 6 minutes 43 left in the half, and Frisco's on top, 21-0. Falcons set out to punt here, and Trevor Moons, he's just got to figure out a way to do more. Just like last week, Brandon Engel, he needed to find a way to do more, and neither one has yet. I mean, they got to figure out what is it going to take to get this offense into the groove.
Preston Gregg, short punt, bounces at the 40, but it takes a friendly bounce. 30, 25, 20-yard line, not quite. Down to the 21, and Frisco will start. 6.5 left here in the first half, 21-0. Falcons trail, we're going to keep it right here. Story of the ballgame tonight. Raccoons got the football to start. They went 80 yards and scored on their opening possession, and then a surprise onside kick on a pooch that they recovered. They proceeded to go 48 more yards to score a touchdown, making it a 14-0 ball game before the Falcons offense got on the field. Falcons got 22 yards and then ended up punting on their first possession, and then the Raccoons scored again. Falcons punting on their second possession. That's where we are right now. 1st and 10 from their own 21. Going to throw. Green. Pass caught past the 25-yard line. Brought down immediately. Trying to see who the intended target was.
Looks like his main guy, Chase Lowry.
Chase Lowry on a catch. Brings up 2nd down, 6 to go at the 25.
Austin Dabney's getting some work out there at the outside cornerback position. They're not putting Minor out there. They're not putting Joseph Taylor. They're trusting Dabney to cover Lowry.
Falcons on their last possession only lasted 5 plays on offense before that punt. Frisco, 9 plays on all 3 of their possessions. Snap, handoff left side, 20-yard line, trying to get outside. Can't. Nice containment of Falcon defense as the man on the carry got to about the 20-yard line and couldn't get much more. Going to bring up 3rd down.
And that's the problem when you run an offense like that. It looks great and it works great until something like that happens when you're pitching it every single play or you're trying to roll out. These wide receivers don't know when they're going to get the ball because it's kind of like an option pitch. So if Green snaps it and he's pitching it a little bit behind him, it's very difficult for these wide receivers to just stop in the middle of their tracks, grab the football. And that's exactly what happened with Blake May.
3rd down and 10. They lost 5. Harrison motion. Green rolling out to his left. Gonna throw. Steps up. Incomplete at the 35-yard line. Underthrew his intended target. That was Clemens out of the backfield. And it brings up 4th down and 10. And the punt unit for Frisco will come out for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and that's great news for the defense. They just don't rough the kicker. They cannot rough the kicker. They need to make sure that they, no matter what, that they don't make any more mistakes like that because they have to stay in this game. It's do or die time.
Punt is up. No one touches the punter. It's going to bounce to the 50-yard line and keep on rolling at the 40. Minor's going to watch it get down at the 37-yard line. 38-yard line officially where they're going to spot it. So with 5 minutes to go here in the first half, 21-0 Raccoons. Falcons with their best field position of the night, trying to get back in this ball game. You're listening to your Lake Dallas Quarterback Club.
If you own a business and have been putting off replacing your flooring, the team at TW Hicks is ready for your call. Located right here in Denton, TW Hicks has the quality service, quality leadership, and experience needed to be your industrial flooring solution. You can visit them at www.twhicksinc.com.
1st down, handoff, keeper from Moon up the middle, 40-yard line, and stop. Mob of players going to hit Moon to the turf, and another quarterback run right up the middle that goes for about 2 yards.
You know,
you can feel the disappointment in your voice. That's a play that the Falcons have ran a lot this season, and it just has not been a productive play.
I start to wonder, is that one of the 4 plays in the playbook? I mean, it seems to be, it's just over and over and over and over. It's a quarterback draw, and then run right down the middle. You got to come up with something a little bit tricky. You got to confuse these guys.
2nd and 8 here. They're going to give it to their sweep on Nava. 40-yard line. 45, wrapped up from behind. Nice pick up there, right around the first down marker, which is the 48-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to say that he was out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2.5.
And there's a flag in the backfield. It's going to be a holding on the offense, so it's going to scoot them back. Bram.
I was just about to trigger the sound effect.
Yep, except I slowed it down a little bit. Because things need slowed down. There's already 4 minutes, 13 seconds left. I mean, this clock has just gotten chewed down. It's going by insanely quick. Both teams are just running the football. No timeouts have yet to be called. I think players have stepped out of bounds maybe twice. So this clock is constantly ticking. And with the way Frisco's driving the ball downfield and chewing off 8 minutes of the clock per possession, I mean, this is Lake Dallas's, what, is this their 3rd, I believe?
Just the 3rd drive of the game, you're right. 2nd down, 18 to go, handoff. Keeper with Moon up the middle, 35, 40-yard line, gets a block. At the 45, he's brought down. Hunter Hope supplied the important block, and Trevor Moon breaking one, and it's going to set up 3rd down and manageable.
Yeah,
there's a case where the quarterback run paid off.
That's a time when the defense is expecting you to pass, and that whole middle is open for you. That's when you can do the quarterback run.
3rd down and 2 at their own 46. Handoff up the middle on Yekroway. No, keeper with Moon to the left side. He's going to get through after contact for a 1st down at the 49-yard line. Yekroway got hit hard right after the option, and a nice call by Moon to keep it. And it's going to be a Falcon 1st down. Just the 3rd 1st down of the night for the Falcons offense. It's been quiet.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to have to, Frisco's having to send a couple of players off the field as the refs have stopped the game temporarily. So that clock's going to quit ticking for a couple of seconds at least. Allow the Falcons offense to recatch their breath, but they're going to go trips to the right.
To 3:22 and counting. Moon bobbling it on the handoff. He's got to keep it. He holds on to it, and he's going to be crawling for his life at the 50-yard line. That play turned into a gain of about a half a yard. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah, that's just good concentration by Trevor Moon to make sure he gathered the football, didn't just take off with the ball, didn't panic. When he had the whole defensive line crashing in on him, they were pursuing the ball well. It looked to be just a little miscommunication between Kellen Culberson on the snap count.
Yeah, it's easy to press the panic button there. And you're right, good job by Moon to make sure he had the football before he scampered to try to get back to the line. 2nd down, 8 to go. They actually picked up 2. Moon going to give it to Onyekwere. Nope, keep it up the middle. Big hole, 45, 40-yard line, barreling through just shy of the 35-yard line, and another Falcon 1st down. So that quarterback keeper starting to pay off. And one thing that Michael Young mentioned to you in the interview is they want to make the secondary be the one to make the tackle.
Yep, they want this second. I mean, when you're having to go up and just run straight into a line of guys and hope your quarterback and running back can just bruise through there, that's tough.
1st down, they give it to McGrew, left side. Bounces up, trying to get free, but hit a mob of tacklers. Picked up about 2 yards. We'll see where they spot it, maybe 3.
They're going to give him, looks like
4 or 5. Yeah, couldn't tell if he got past the 35-yard line or not, but he did.
It's that angle up here. It's very difficult to tell.
It is a bit of a tough one. Yeah, they spotted at the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 6 at the Raccoon 33. Option again, going to keep it. Moon hit, then tackled again at the 30-yard line. That time they got maybe a yard, maybe 2. Let's see where they spot it again. Falcons upping the tempo here. 1:45 left in the half. 21-0. Raccoons on top, but Falcons threatening here. They will get the ball to start the second half.
Falcons sending in an extra lineman over there on the right side, and that looks to be number 43, Croft Stevens.
You got 2 receivers right. That's Angle and McGrew. McGrew's in the slot, and you got Hope by himself to the left. Moon, snap, option, gives it to Onyekwere. Trying to bounce it to the outside, gets the 1st down, but can't get to the 25. He's brought down at the 26. It's a 1st down, and with 1:18 left here in the half, Falcons with a fresh set of downs inside the 30-yard line. Got a chance to make this a one-possession game because they do get the football to start the second half.
I mean, they do have a chance, but, I like the play call. Look, they're sticking with the sniffer back. It's a new formation. The defense doesn't really know what's going to happen. This is what I like to see.
1st and 10, 103 and counting. Moon rolling to his left. Option. Play gets blown up at the 35. Moon is going to be sacked. Moon was looking to toss that to Onyekwere, but he got hit. And there was no chance, and it looks like someone's going to call a timeout. 52 seconds left. Clock is stopped on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's going to be Michael Young. He's going to try and get at least some sort of points on the board before the quarter's over. And with the struggles they've had on special teams, and Anthony Patty and the long snapping having kind of some struggles all season long, they're wanting to just aim for the end zone. It's really tough for them to just get the ball in between the uprights. I'm not sure what's happening. This isn't something that I've seen too often with the Falcons having so much trouble on special teams. I mean, we even see it with the botched squib kick. I mean, that was an easy catch, but weren't even prepared for it. So I don't know what's going on in the special teams meetings. Maybe it's something in their diet. Who knows? But it's something's going on there.
That's one way to address it.
Something could be going on with Anthony Patty's foot. All the players' feet. Who knows? I mean, it's just they don't want to go and send their special teams unit out there, and they'd rather have 7 points or nothing on the board, is what I'm guessing.
It's a golden opportunity for the Falcons here with 52 seconds left in the first half, down 21-0.
You can leave with your head held high in this half.
Well, best case scenario is you score a touchdown,
right,
and you do get the ball back to start the second half. So there's a path to make this a one-possession game right out of the gate in the second half. That's what Michael Young has got to have this offensive sight set on. They'll set up with a second down, 19 to go after the sack. They're at the Raccoon 35-yard line. McGrew in motion. Moon going to keep it. Looking to throw. Under pressure, he's hit, and he's sacked. Could not get out of the pocket. And the Falcons will continue to go backwards. 43 seconds and counting. Might see a timeout from Frisco to try to milk some more points. But instead, the Falcons will call their second timeout. And they're faced with a third down and 19. 42 seconds left here in the first half. We're going to take a quick step out. 21-0. First half concluding here with the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club.
Sub-Zero Realty is changing the real estate game and making sure you get to keep more of your hard-earned equity. Visit our website at www.subzerorealty.com or contact our office at 940-228-1461 for further details.
42 seconds left here in the second quarter. First half action seeing a 21-0 Frisco lead out of the gate. Falcons have the football, but after two consecutive sacks, they're faced with a third down and 27 yards to go at the Frisco 43-yard line. Got a long way to go. Moon out of the gun, gonna throw.
Hail Mary.
Pressure, hit from behind, the ball comes out. And who's got it? It comes out again, and it's recovered by a Falcon somehow, some way. That was a great job by a lineman for the Falcons, able to pick that ball
A.J. Shields.
Up. You're right, A.J. Shields, the sophomore on the left side of the line, able to fall on that loose ball. And that would have been disaster because this loose ball is going to be picked up at the Falcon 43-yard line.
Yeah, and they still got 27 seconds left. They still have a chance to toss it downfield, plenty of time. They have less than 50 yards to go, Frisco does, so defense has a lot of dang work to do here. Well, actually, it looks like, they're going to get to send the punting.
Yeah, you have to punt this. You have to.
I don't know. I forgot the Falcons were able to recover the ball back.
You have to punt this football with 27 seconds. Yeah, you're right. That's the importance of the fact that A.J. Shields was able to fall on that football because had Frisco picked that up,
they would only had
half the field
46
to go
yards
with 3 timeouts, and this offense has not been stopped. So Shields recovering that fumble might have saved points being put on the board. Only one way to find out. Preston Gregg back at the 33-yard line, set to punt. 27 seconds left. Frisco set to return a high snap over the head of Gregg. Foot race at the 25-yard line. It's going to be picked up by Frisco, and it's a live ball being returned to the 5-yard line. Someone made a tackle to save a touchdown, but disaster on special teams again. A high snap. Gregg couldn't get a hand to it.
Gregg's hurt too.
And Frisco picks it up. They return it to the 5-yard line. My goodness.
You know, I can't say that I maybe
did just talk about special teams blunders.
See it coming. I did just talk about special teams, but there is a yellow flag out there on the far left side of the field.
Don't think it's going to save the day.
Yeah, there's a flag over there, so
I think it came
what
after
could
the
it be?
recovery. Yeah, it seems that the flag came after the recovery. Ball was brought all the way to the 6-yard line where they spot it.
Oh, I don't think the flag was meant to be thrown. I guess it fell out of one of the refs' pockets. You can't do that.
Conveniently fell out of
You
the
gotta
referee's
secure
pocket.
that.
All right, so somehow, some way, Frisco's got the football at the 6-yard line, threatening to score. Green, toss to the right, flag comes in at the 5-yard line. Play will be blown dead. It's going to be a false start, I believe, yes, against the Raccoons offense. It'll back them up to the 11-yard line. 10 seconds left to go. Frisco with 2 timeouts remaining.
And, even doing this, it still saves them a little bit of time. So you can't say this is the worst idea. They still have time to go and get more points on the board. At this point, you're looking at almost a guaranteed 3 for Frisco. It's up to defense. They have to get a turnover. They kind of know what's coming with kind of the split. Really, I say it's coming, but you don't, because it's coming from all sorts of different angles. They're having a solo Dabney out there on the right. Then you got bunched up here. You had to take Brandon Engel out of the game because he's back on the ground with a hamstring. He's back on the bench, actually, so we may not even see him re-enter the game. He's really had some struggles all season long with that hamstring. Hamstrings are something that takes quite a while to completely heal up, especially with him going to join Air Force's football team. So
It's similar to a sprained ankle where even if you fully heal it, it's something that
it's
stays
still,
with you.
Yep, it doesn't go away. And you see him stretching it after every, even last week he was having to stretch it after every possession. And now he's back down there on the bench talking to the trainers with them stretching his calf out, looking at his arms. And
Still has his helmet on, if that's any positive.
Yeah, he's had a rough, I guess, season to start with injuries.
Here we go. First and goal from the 11-yard line. Got a man in motion. Green rolling out to his left, looking to throw it from the 15. End zone. Caught. No, incomplete. In and out of the hands of a receiver for the Raccoons in the end zone. Was a sure touchdown. Break for the Falcons, trying to see who the man is on the drop. Regardless, it sets up second down.
Intended for Clemens, it looked like.
Yeah, you're right. Bryson Clemens. That was the third time that Green has found him, or at least targeted him. And that's just the first time it was incomplete. And we're looking at the clock on the scoreboard. It was 10 seconds.
They did not start the clock.
It's 10 seconds now, so
They got a free play.
second down 11. They're going to roll out again. Green going to throw. 15-yard line. Stepping up, firing, end zone, incomplete. Hit the A in the back of the end zone. And there's 4 seconds left. Yeah, you're right, Garen. It looks like that last play didn't count because scoreboard right now is saying 4 seconds and second down.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we all look confused up here in the booth that last play happened. It started with 10 seconds, and then when the play concluded, the scoreboard still said 10 seconds. So that would have been interesting had they scored a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, and they're going to move them even farther back here. So right now it's
Third down.
Frisco's looking at the bottom of the barrel.
So maybe it was just a matter of there being an error on the scoreboard because it is indeed third down. Flag came in after that last play, so it's going to back them up. Frisco's got it, third down and 16. They're going to kick a field goal here with a 21-0 lead, 4 seconds left. Gaster, good snap, good hold. Kick is right down the middle, and Gaster's good. That is a 33-yard field goal to make this a 24-0 Frisco lead to conclude the first half of football here at Falcons Stadium.
Yeah, and what a half it's been. I mean, Falcons kept them to...
Back here at Falcons Stadium, getting set for the second half here with your Lake Dallas Quarterback Club. Falcons trail 24-0, kicking off left to right. Falcons are going to get the ball. Fair caught by Brandon Engel just past the 10-yard line. They're going to start at the 25-yard line. Garen Shantz alongside me. I'm AJ Tellers, Fab Sauce behind the scenes. Garen, we get set, 24-0 deficit. Out of the gate, the Falcons get the ball back. What needs to change for the Falcons to get back in this one?
You know, I think it's that they need to get it going offensively and figure out a way to stop that wing T offense. I mean, they're running these end arounds and then running those double move wide receiver routes, and the defense having a hard time. But to be more specific, the offense has to be able to hold on to the ball and convert on the opportunities that the defense gives them.
First down, got a man in motion. Flag came in right as a snap. It's going to be McGrew out to the outside, going to get barreled through shy of the 30-yard line. He got hit hard. Flag came in right before the play. Check that minor on a carry, but we're going to see what the penalty marker is on first down.
Yeah, right there, minor. They're trying to run a little bit of end around, get a little bit of what Frisco Raccoons are running out there, and they're still struggling, but it looks like they're going to call this one up against Frisco. Going to be a false start on them.
Yeah, it's going to be offside. Check that, yeah. Yeah, so offside penalty is going to give the Falcons 5 yards. Sets up first down, 5 to go at the 30. Snap. Handoff. Nava gets a block. Nice one trying to get upfield. 30, 35-yard line. Falling forward. It's going to be enough for a Falcon first down.
A nice run out there by Fabian Nava, who had a long run a couple, I believe it was last week or the week prior. And Fabian Nava, he's started to catch some heat. You know, they're trying to figure out who's the number one guy that we can throw to outside of Kobe Minor and Brandon Engel, if Brandon Engel's not quarterback.
First and 10 at the 35. Handoff. Lindsey's first carry of the night up the middle. Gets stopped at the 40-yard line. Decent pickup on first down. Falcons ran the football 17 times in the first half, only threw it 3 times. For Michael Young to have a balance, they're going to have to start getting the ground game moving.
Yeah, and you got to think back because they're looking at the they're looking at some of these past games they've played where they turned it over just like last week. They turned the ball over 10 times, but I mean they were getting the ball in the air, so I mean they got to get it back. They got to start airing it out a little bit more again.
First down at their own 40-yard line. Angle option, going to keep it to the right. He's got a hole, is going to get hit. Pickup of about 4 yards, stopped right around the 47-yard line, brings up second down.
And
not too far to go.
A shout out here. Got a couple of fans and parents listening in. Shout out to Katie Beard, who's listening in on our YouTube channel. We appreciate you and hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight, Katie.
They're only as good as your listeners. Third down, beg your pardon. 3 yards to go. Handoff Lindsey up the middle, barreling through. Got stuffed right around the 45. Might have got to the 46. It's close to the first down marker. It's all going to depend on the spot, which is going to be right at the 45-yard line. They got to get to the 46, so it's going to be 4th and 1. Trailing 24-0. That might make the decision for Michael Young a little bit easier.
Yeah, it looks like there's a battle out there in the trenches between Kellen Culberson and Frisco's number 52, Aiden Estabrooks, who are going after it out there. Estabrooks got the best of Culberson on that one, able to stop them just a yard shy on this
offense
fourth down.
still on the field. Looking to go for it. You got Hunter Markham out of the backfield. Option Moon going to keep it. Up the middle has got the first down. Stop shy of the 50-yard line. Trevor Moon on the keeper. Reed Option gets the gain.
You know,
fresh set of downs for Lake Dallas.
Sorry about that, but one thing, just watching, kind of listening in on the radio broadcast for the Patriots game last night, for such an old man, Tom Brady, one of the things that the Patriots do best is the quarterback sneak when they need it, and they don't overuse it. They only use it when they need it, and they always convert. And that was the time where he needed to use it, and it worked.
Give credit to the line. First down handoff. This is Minor going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to be brought down well short of the line of scrimmage. Going to be a loss of at least 4. We'll see where they spot it after forward progress, but it's going to put the Falcons behind the chains on second down.
Yeah, some miscommunication. And another thing going on here is the Falcons are chewing off a little bit of clock of their own. As right now clock's at 8:40 and ticking, but got to get some points on the board. You got to put 7, maybe 8 up. Preferably, you want to put 8 up, get a little bit of a spark going, because that puts you just your 2 possessions away from catching back up on the lead. You give your defense a little bit of hope, and you give them that ability to look like if we can stop them, we know our offense can go out there.
Second down, 14. Moon going to throw left. Now he changes direction. Still in the pocket up the middle. He's going to run it to the 45, 50-yard line. Hit from behind. Going forward, got to the 47-yard line on the Raccoon side. Nice pickup on the ground for Moon. Not a designed run. He scrambled and gave a nice pickup. It's going to set up 3rd and manageable.
You know, Moon, I think that he knows how far he can throw it, and I think he knows if it's past this certain amount of yards, he's just going to take it and run it. And he wants to run it. That's his first choice. He's running quarterback. He wants to run the football.
3rd down, 6 to go. They're at the Raccoon 47. 2 receivers on each side. Nava the slot, left side motion. Option. Moon keeps it up the middle. Not a lot of room. Brought down. May not have gotten a yard. It's going to bring up fourth. At least 5 yards to go as Moon got stopped right near that line of scrimmage. They're going to mark it as a gain of about half a yard. It brings up fourth down, still 6 to go.
You know, I was watching a thing over on, I think it was Snapchat or something, and it's a high school football coach who goes for it on fourth down every single time. And it's something that he says always gives the offense and defense something worth playing for it, because when you punt the ball away, it kind of makes your team lose hope. So
here we go, fourth down and 6. Moon rolling to his left, stepping up. He's met in the pocket, going to be brought down and sacked. And the Falcons will turn it over on down. So credit the aggressiveness for Michael Young, but the offense unable to pick it up. And they will turn it over at midfield, and the Raccoons will not have far to go. So the first possession right out of the gate in the second half ends up in a turnover on downs. We're going to keep it right here as both teams are ready. Raccoons offense back on the field, 24-0. Falcons come up with no points right out of the gate in the second half.
Yeah, and that chewed off a lot of time on the clock, so you kind of hurt yourself on that one.
A quick snap on first down. Going to be handoff to Harris around the left side. Going to get past the 45 to the 40-yard line. And again, a nice chunk on a gain on first down. Those first down runs have been killers for this Lake Dallas defense.
Yeah, it looked like that to be Blake May once
right.
again. Blake May is all over the place. We've seen Blake May. We've seen Clemens. Seen a little bit of Chase Lowry. We got to expect to see a little bit more of him. Really, Chase Lowry has been very active on the defense, causing some plays over there on Trevor Moon. But it's only a matter of time before he starts getting involved offensively. I think a key right here, because they get the ball going so fast, it's hard for this defensive line to get into the backfield.
2nd and 3, going to be a handoff. This is Clemens. Hit at the 40-yard line, trying to break a tackle, is able to do so and move forward. And he's down right around the line to gain. Depending on the spot, this could be another Raccoon first down.
You know, the vision, it's just the vision that Clemens brings to the game, I think, is what's making him so special. There wasn't much there. The entire Falcons defense pursued completely to the right. It was just a designed outside zone. Clemens knew he was about to be stopped, but he was patient. He waited for the run to completely develop and his blockers get in front of him. Found the open hole, was able to burst through it for 3 extra yards.
2nd down, 3 to go. Another man in motion. Green, false start's going to be called. This play is going to be blown dead before it starts. That'll back him up. It's going to set up 2nd down and 8. It'll back him up to the Falcon 46-yard line.
Yeah, and that's going to help Lake Dallas a little bit. And then you want to know something crazy, AJ?
What's that?
We are already through just about the halfway point of the third quarter already. And it's 8:40.
Hour and 40
It is
minutes.
a very crisp 54-degree night, and they are sticking to running the football here on this chilly Friday evening.
It's old-fashioned smash-mouth football. Not a lot of passes, keeping them on the ground, moving the clock. First down, 15 yards to go at the 43. Green handoff. A lot of room for Clemens up the middle to the 40-yard line. Stop shy of the 35. And another big gain. And the Raccoons behind the chains are able to pick some yards up to get them at a 2nd down and 9 to go. So the Falcons let them off the hook. You got to give a lot of credit to this offensive line for Frisco, though.
Yeah, Frisco's doing a really good job, and I think one thing that specifically they're doing a great job on is just being so patient with the play developing. I mean, you watch the quarterback, you watch this running back just...
Yeah, 2nd and 9, handoff Crawford, right side, hit just past the 36-yard line.
And they don't play behind the chains. They don't let these penalties, they don't shoot themselves in the foot. When there is, say, a false start, or there is maybe an offsides on one of these linemen, they're able to get an 8-yard chunk to gain it back plus 3 more. So they're doing a pretty decent job here on getting in, chugging along all the way. Man, I can't talk. I'm all tongue-tied here.
You're right, though.
They're trying to get all the way into the end zone. They're doing a great job of it.
Yeah, you're right. They don't beat themselves, and they're a downhill offense. They run it right to you. Spot at the 33-yard line. 3rd down, 5 to go. Green, toss to the left. That's Harris. Gets out to the 30-yard line before he's stopped.
The ball is on the
And the
ground.
ball came out at the end. We're going to see if the referee signal it. The Falcons picked it off.
There's one of those turnovers. There's one of those turnovers you
Reese
wanted.
checked that was on the carry, and he was the man who fumbled the football. And the Falcons get a break. First turnover of the night committed by the Raccoons. More importantly, the Falcons with a takeaway. And hopefully that's going to lead to some momentum, down 24-0. 4:23 here left in the third quarter. Falcons taking over.
Yeah, this is a huge possession for the Falcons to be able to shift the thinking about them. You know, they've been starting off both the first and second halves extremely slow. They come on a little bit in the fourth quarter, but at that point they're having to get garbage time.
First
points.
down, Moon's going to keep it, run to the right outside that C gap to the 30-yard line. Not a lot of room. So we've seen Moon on a couple occasions get into the secondary, get to that second level with big gains on first and second down, but that time it's been the other extreme where he's only gotten about 1-2 yards on first down, and it's put this offense in a hole.
You know, one thing that I'm watching here is when you're there, these are all quarterback runs. You can run the ball, but like we had said before, you got to establish either the run or the pass first. But so far, they've basically shut down the run. You got to try the pass.
Second and 9, another keeper, Moon. Right side, 30-yard line, 33, brought down. Another short gain. It's going to bring up third down and medium. And at some point, this passing attack is going to have to come alive. It's going to be hard to ask your team to constantly run twice and then set up a third down obvious passing situation, especially when it's third and medium, third and long.
See, and then you watch this defense, and they just get finished with getting off the field and having their meeting, and they're already back on the sideline with their helmets buckled up, having to get ready to go back out on the field.
You got Hope and Nava on the left side, McGrew and Miner on the right. On Yekraway, left side of Moon, out of the gun, snap, looking left. Quick throw, hit the turf, miscommunication with somebody. Pass was about 2 yards to the left and short of Fabian Nava, who ran a slant and stopped right at the sticks, but it's incomplete and the Falcons will punt.
Yeah, not a bad route by Nava. Ran right to the sticks, just a very poorly thrown ball by Trevor Moon out there. Trevor Moon's got to be able to set his feet a little bit, try not to pop up so much, set his feet, and he's take a breath out there on the sideline and get his feet underneath him.
Punt from Greg is going to bounce at the 50-yard line and stop at the 46-yard line on the Raccoon side. Falcons will down it, so Frisco will have good starting field position. 24-0, Raccoons still on top, third quarter. We're going to step out. This is your Lake Dallas Quarterback Club.
Dr. V at Corinth Orthodontics would like to wish the Falcons a great season and year. Let's prove them wrong, Falcons. Corinth Orthodontics is located on the side of FM 2181 in Corinth. Pay them a visit today.
Just a staggering 2:52 left on the clock here in the third quarter. Green on first down, going to roll out. Play action, throws to his left. Caught at the 45-yard line. Breaking a tackle is his man who stopped shy of the 40-yard line on the Falcon side. It's enough for a Raccoon first down. And I want to say that was Chase Lowry on the catch and pickup.
Yeah, it looks like, and there's a Falcon injured down on the field, and that's going to be Patrick Winger. So we're hoping everything's all right here. You got some Raccoons trainers checking on him, and we're going to take a quick step out and gather some breath and get a quick sip of water. Right now, the Frisco Raccoons are up 24-0, 2 minutes, 42 left to go. And it looks like we really don't have to take a break here, but oh, no, just kidding. We're going to go ahead and step out for a couple of seconds. Right now, Frisco up 24-0, 2 minutes, 42 left in the third. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
Looking for a newer used car can be stressful. Well, stress no more. James Wood Auto Group in Denton makes the buying process easy and, most importantly, stress-free. So come stop by James Wood's convenient location off I-35 South in Denton today.
Dr. V at Corinth Orthodontics would like to wish the Falcons a great season and year. Let's prove them wrong, Falcons. Corinth Orthodontics is located on the side of FM 2181 in Corinth. Pay them a visit today.
First down at the 42-yard line, handoff inside. Clemens swallowed up at the 45, not a lot of room. It's going to be a negative play, and that'll put the Raccoons behind the chains.
You know, so far the defense has stepped up to the plate. You got 2 minutes, 22 seconds left and ticking, but so far no huge plays by the Frisco Raccoons offense so far. Defense has done a great job. Coach Young, I call him Young, but Jason Young, the defensive coordinator, went in there and talked with his defense. They figured out, hey, here's what we need to do. We're bend, don't break.
Yeah, longest play of the game was a 22-yard run earlier. That was by Clemens. But other than that, at the very least, they've kept them single-digit runs. They haven't allowed that game-breaking play yet. Knock on wood. 2nd and 12. Green, play action, going to throw. Left side, caught at the 35-yard line, excuse me. And it's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. This passing game's another thing that this Lake Dallas defense has contained, although you got to credit that possibly to the Raccoons' ability to stick with the run. Haven't really been forced to throw the ball on many occasions tonight.
Yeah, and just watching them, the defensive backs are doing a good job of making sure their guys stay in front of them. They're not giving up the deep pass. They're not letting their wide receivers get behind them. So it's a good job by them.
3rd down, 3 to go. Another throw. Green going to step up. He's got contact behind him. Can he get brought down to the 40-yard line? He's sacked.
Defensive back with the sack, Joseph Taylor.
Junior able to get to Green and hit him to the turf. That's the first sack tonight for this Falcon defense. And it sets up 4th down and 7. Ball's at the 39-yard line, so this is right around the territory where teams would opt to go for it.
That
punt doesn't do you much, and it's an awfully lengthy field goal.
That play call there was the good old-fashioned Tampa slice. Think back to when they had Darrell Revis and when they had a couple of that elite defense back, man, Caruden's days. But that Tampa slice, Coach Jason Young, he loves using that with these DBs. First one of Joseph Taylor's season.
Punt is up. Fair catch signal. Caught at the 9-yard line. That was Kobe Minor. With the fair catch, Falcons will take over. 24 seconds left with a 24-0 deficit here in the 3rd quarter. Finding the right car can be tough. Finding the right Chevrolet can be easy. Finding the right Chevrolet at one of Huffines DFW locations can be even easier. Visit Huffines Chevrolet, proud sponsor of your Lake Dallas Falcons, located in Louisville and Plano. Ray Huffines, serving our community since 1924. Falcons offense takes over. 24 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Falcons trail 24-0 at their own 14. Going to be a first down run to the right side. No room. Going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Falcons will back themselves up behind the chains. I think that was Lindsey on the carry, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I believe you were right on that one. Yet, and they're going to lose a yard on that play. They got to be able. They got to throw the ball a little bit as the 4th quarter is going to come around. So they're going to go ahead and take a quick break. But big changes need to be made here by the offense. Defense has stepped up to the plate and started doing their job. The 4s are up. It is still a 3-possession game as we're headed into the 4th quarter. Frisco Raccoons up 24-0 at the start of the 4th quarter. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
If you own a business and have been putting off replacing your flooring, the team at TW Hicks is ready for your call. Located right here in Denton, TW Hicks has the quality service, quality leadership, and experience needed to be your industrial flooring solution. You can visit them at www.twhicksinc.com. Sub-Zero Realty is changing the real estate game and making sure you get to keep more of your hard-earned equity. Visit our website at www.subzerorealty.com or contact our office at 940-228-1461 for further details.
Second down, 11 to go at their own 13-yard line. 4th quarter underway. Moon out of the gun, gonna throw, looking to his right, got a man, it's Brandon Engel, it's caught at the 45, 40-yard line, no one but front of him, 20, 15, 10, 5, Engel, touchdown, Falcons on the scoreboard.
Oh man, and that was good to see Brandon Engel finally getting the deep ball that he so rightfully deserves. He had it all last season with Ryan Dapper-Schmidt Brandon Engel had put up over 1,000 yards and 10-plus touchdowns. He just hasn't quite gotten to do that this year with a different quarterback. And, man, that's what we saw so often last season. Those deep balls, those 80-plus yard touchdowns, and, man, it is good to see that.
87-yard touchdown throw, Trevor Moon to Brandon Engel. Puts the Falcons on the scoreboard. It's 24-7. Extra point by Anthony Patty is good. And just like that, it's a 17-point game. 11:49 left in the ball game here in the fourth quarter. Falcons on the board, 24-7 with your Lake Dallas Quarterback Club.
Are you thinking of selling your home? Sub-Zero Realty is changing the real estate game and making sure you get to keep more of your hard-earned equity. Don't sell the old way. Make the most of your move by visiting their website at www.subzerorealty.com or call at 940-228-1461. Allow their team of local certified real estate agents to work for you and sell your home for less than free when you buy with Sub-Zero Realty.
87-yard touchdown throw by Trevor Moon to Brandon Engel makes it 24-7. Falcons on the board, showing some life out of the fourth quarter.
Mike's patting his chest. He wants a little bit of love for calling that touchdown.
Yeah, right before we took a break, Mike was at onside kick. Hold up. Ball squibbed. It's loose at the 45-yard line. It made contact with a Raccoon player, and it was a scrum at the 43-yard line, but a Frisco player was able to recover it. That caught everyone by surprise.
Yeah, that was actually a really good onside kick by Anthony Patty, but you know, like we had talked about, onside kicks are very tough to kind of convert and get those back. High school, it's a little bit easier than it is in college and NFL, but still, squib kicks are the more successful thing to do.
That's what Frisco did earlier in the ballgame. Handoff on first down. This is Clemens. He's got space to the 50-yard line. Stop short right around the 48-yard line, still on their own side, but it brings up second and short.
Shout out to Joseph Taylor for having just so far one heck of a game. Making an open field tackle on Clemens is very difficult to do, especially with a guy that has the A, X, Y, B button all in his hand. He's controlling himself. I feel like he's walking around with a remote control. Juke, spin, hurdle.
Second down, handoff right side. Clemens going to keep it. He's got enough for a first down at the 45, 46-yard line. He's going to be brought down forward. They're going to spot this at the 43-yard line to be exact.
But Frisco's keeping up with this high-paced offense, which is making this defense very tired of Lake Dallas because they're already they're very exhausted at this point, and now they're going to slow it down just a hair, but slowing down Clemens is key.
At the 44-yard line, first down, handoff up the middle again. Clemens barreling to the 35-yard line before he stopped right around the first down marker. And it's going to be enough for a Frisco first down. Chain Gain's picking up the marker. They're ready to move it. And they are going to spot this at the 34-yard line. And yes, they indeed will move the chain. So back-to-back first downs for Frisco.
And the temperature is only continuing to drop as it's 54.
First down. Toss. This is Clemens again. Gets the outside. 25, 20-yard line. 15-5. Goal line touchdown. Clemens, just like that, was able to get around the edge and score a touchdown for Frisco. That one happened in a flash. And just like that, it's 37.
Yep, then
Frisco answers.
You cannot let Clemens get to the outside like that. He got to the second level, and it's very tough. Joseph Taylor's done a great job of making these open field tackles, but Joseph Taylor had a man to defend on that one as the tight end went out on a route, and Clemens just got the outside zone wide open, was able to hit that seam, and was gone.
Jake Gaster on to kick an extra point. Has not missed a kick tonight. Fourth extra point for Gaster on a good hold is good. He's 4 for 4 for extra points, along with a 33-yard field goal. It's 31-7. So just as quickly as the Falcons got momentum after their touchdown strike, the Raccoons answer. 31-7, 10.5 to go here in the fourth quarter.
FabSol is here to talk to you about Corinth Orthodontics. Dr. V and his great staff take care of my 3 kids and all their orthodontic needs. Dr. V and his patient-friendly staff also provide Damon Clear braces, Invisalign, adult braces, teen orthodontics, and 3D Smile technology. His office is conveniently located at 3901 Swisher Road. Visit them at www.corinthorthodontics.com for your complimentary consultation, or for information, email them at info@drvortho.com.
Five-play, 57-yard touchdown scoring drive for Frisco to make it 31-7. Bryson Clemens, the senior, on the score. Team's leading rusher. That's his 13th touchdown of the season. 12 for rushing. He's been the man to lead this charge for this running attack.
And you got to think Clemens has already surpassed his 120 yard per game average.
He's going to be at very least right around that mark. Kickoff going to be fair caught by Lindsay at the 20. So Lake Dallas will have 75 yards to go. They're going to start at the 25 with just under 10 and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. In a 24-point ball game, you have to imagine that the punting unit is no longer going to be an option for this Lake Dallas team if they're going to try to get back in it.
Oh no, and I think the only time you bring that punting unit out is when it's fourth and forever. But even then, you got to question how healthy is Preston Gregg's leg, and then they're going to have to send out Anthony Patty. Well, what if something that happened with Preston Gregg is going to happen with Anthony Patty? Because there's been just so many struggles on special teams, and that's always been a struggle for Lake Dallas for several years now. It's always remained a question mark. How good can special teams be?
First down, Moon, keeper up the middle to the 25-yard line. He's not going to get much.
And I think the ball actually came out. It looked like
I
looked
just heard
like a
the
bad
word
snap.
recovered out of the loudspeaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a little bit of miscommunication
Hold on
between
to it.
Culberson and Moon and his receivers.
So Moon out of the gun, second down and 10. They're still at the 25. He's got 3 receivers right, 1 left. And he's got one running back to his left hip. That's Hunter Markham. Hope, the X receiver on the left side. Moon looking that way. He's going to find Hope outside of the incomplete, looking to complete that one at the sideline, and Hope was unable to make the grab. Not a lot of room to run, even had he caught that, because he was headed for the sideline. So third down and 10, 2 plays that result in no gain.
Yeah, and you got to start trying to get these quick sweeps, because that's something that Frisco hasn't seen yet. They haven't seen you run a screen pass. IK Onyekure hasn't joined the game, and I don't even know how long. I don't think I've seen IK Onyekure in the game since the second quarter. So they just completely removed him out when he's actually a threat whenever it comes to that screen
Third
game.
down at 10, rolling out to his right. Got a man, caught McGrew past the 30-yard line, shy of the 35. It's going to be short of the first down marker. How short? We're waiting on the spot. Offense going to stay on the field, of course. It's going to be fourth down, 3 to go. McGrew got to the 32. They need to get to the 35-yard line, and before this play runs, here comes the special teams unit out for the Falcons. So with 9:17 to play, Coach Young elects to rather punt.
Don't be surprised if you see a little bit of a fake here.
I was just about to say, you're at 9 minutes left in the ball game, down 24 points with 3 yards to go. Punting formation. Gregg's got it, and he indeed is going to kick this one. So it's going to be hitting the turf at the 40, bouncing to the 30-yard line, and it's going to be down at the 29, 28, still rolling. 28 and a half. It's going to be about a 40-yard punt. So I know it's one of those decisions that may not end up factoring in the result, but down 24 points with 3 yards to go on fourth down, even in your own territory, I'm quite surprised that they didn't elect to go for that one.
I'm surprised, but at the same time, there is a lot of time left. You don't want to get humiliated.
But you're down 24 points.
You are, but would you rather be down 24 points, or would you rather be down by, 30 points?
I guess that's a fair argument, but it's one of those things where you balance, are you playing to win or are you playing not to lose? You're down 24 points. I have to say, in my opinion at least, when you're down 24, the option of playing not to lose isn't viable at that point.
You're
but
giving
hindsight's 20/20.
You're giving your team a chance to go and win when you go for it on a fourth down. When you don't go for it, you're giving your chance to save some dignity. So it's 20, like you said, it's 50-50.
See what you're saying. It's a moot point now. First down run right up the middle is going to be stopped right in front of the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up second down. There's a false start penalty on the first down play right before it backed them up to first and 15. They're going to be set up with a second down at 7. They picked up 8 yards on that last run.
Yeah, and it just seems like the defense has been out on the field all night long. The offense, outside of that huge bomb to Brandon Engel, has really struggled just all night getting first down conversions.
Second and 7. Green going to throw left side in and out of the hands of his receiver at the first down marker. Brings up third down at 7. There's been a couple of drops tonight at key moments in this game, not in terms of the score, but there's been drops that would have been a touchdown, a couple of drops that would have been a big first down.
Yeah, and just really good coverage out there by Austin Dabney. I will say one thing that I've really been impressed with are the defensive backs this week. I think the secondary has done an amazing job tonight. They have been all over these wide receivers. They have given Kari Green a very difficult time of finding an open man.
3rd down and 7. Green rolling out to his left, looking downfield, scrambling, hit, breaks the tackle at the 30, going to run her out to the outside of the right, 35-yard line, past the first down marker, out of bounds. It's a first down for Kari Green. Started going left, ended up picking up the first down on the right sideline. Great play by the quarterback. This has been an offense that has been a primary rushing offense, and that's no exception with the quarterback.
Yeah, and he was sacked a couple yards back. It looked like he had, Kelvin Yuka had him completely wrapped up in the backfield, and Kari Green was able to escape and got a nice run out of it.
First down and 10. They're at their own 41-yard line. Green going to throw, quick slant. It's caught. That's Mays. 47-yard line. Check that 44-yard line. It's a gain of about 3.
Yeah, not too bad. Once again, Austin Dabney on the coverage. They're really targeting him tonight. They've stopped going Joseph Taylor's way. They're not playing Kobe Minor at a cornerback position. They're trying to focus him more in on the run, as currently it looks like he's out there. He's on the sideline getting some stuff attended to.
6:49 and counting. Game ticking away. 2nd and 7, handoff right side to the 50-yard line space. 45-40. Hit hard on the turf right around the 37-yard line. That carry, trying to pick up the man with that one. That was a new man in the back for that. Looked to be Bradford Martin, sophomore, getting a carry. Just 6.5 to play here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and something worth noting is you have some of your starting guys on defense sitting out. You have Brandon Engel, you have Kobe Minor, both with their helmets off. Actually, Brandon Engel still got his on, but Kobe Minor's got his helmet off, and you got 27 and 20 all around Kobe Minor. So you got a bunch of your starters that are already sitting out.
First down, Green under pressure, looking to throw right side. He's got him out at the 20. It is caught. And another first down for the Raccoons. This time it's through the air. That was an acrobatic catch at the 20-yard line, trying to spot the number on the back of his jersey.
There's a possibility that was an interception. Now,
are you thinking an incompletion? The referees were signaling something, but I think they were calling him down. And that's, in fact, what they're calling.
yeah, but there's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Austin Dabney as they're going to go and
He's going to give him some more yards.
yeah, they're going to Joseph Taylor's in there and Kellen Ferguson both
So to your
talking some sense into him.
So to your point, Garen, on the personnel change, how you said there's a couple of subs in for the Falcons, we're getting to the point in the game, they're down 24 points, there's only 6 minutes left, you're getting to the point where you're going to start subbing,
Yeah.
you're going to put some guys in, you're going to rest some of your starters. I have to add that 4th down and 3, the decision to punt, in a way is not throwing in the white towel, but it's or throwing in the white flag, but it's signaling that you're willing to just let this game play out.
Yeah, and getting a stop here is big for this team. But with the way they're moving, they're going to get the ball at their own, at Lake Dallas's 9-yard line. And when you have a guy like Clemens and you got a new guy in there, number 35, that looks to be Bradford
It's first
Martin.
and goal. Green going to hand it off to
Killing it.
Martin. 5-yard line, through a hole into the end zone
That's
for
what
a
happens.
touchdown. Martin punches it in. 5:49 left in the ball game, and it's 37-7. Raccoons on top. And again, to the point, you know you're not going to have a chance to win the football game if you keep punting it away. And I think Michael Young's mindset on that 4th and 3 punt is what you were alluding to, where you want to sustain some dignity going forward. There's been no signs that this offense is going to stop. They've ran right down the throat of pretty much everyone they've played. Extra point is right down the middle and good. So it's 38-7 with 5:49 and a half in Garen shots.
Yeah, and a little
some scores.
and a scoring update here for 5A Region 2 District 7. Right now, Braswell is beating the tar out of Lebanon Trail, 51-13. 10 minutes, 38 seconds left to go in the third. And Frisco Memorial is currently trailing the Princeton Panthers 40-20 with 51 left in the third. And like I said, the Lovejoy Leopards won a close one in the battle for third place against the Reedy Lions, 20-19.
38-7 right here at Falcon Stadium. This is a team that comes into tonight in the Frisco Raccoons, averaging 44 points a game. The Falcons have held them to 38 to this point. With just 5:49, there's a chance that the Falcons could hold them under that season mark. But again, give credit tonight to this Raccoon team. This is a undefeated 6-0 squad. It's definitely no fluke. And listen, they put up 76 points against Lebanon Trail, so this offense can put points on the best of them.
Absolutely, and you know, you got to give credit to the defense of Lake Dallas as well. This Frisco team, we've seen them put up 70, 40, 50 plus points every single game that they play.
That's kickoff caught at the 25-yard line, returned for about 5 out of bounds. Trying to check who that is. I think it was Trevor Lindsay on the return.
Yep, that's what I got on that one.
So that last drive for the Raccoons, that was a 6-play, 77-yard touchdown drive, making it 38-7.
Yep, and it's going to be interesting to see who Lake Dallas is going to bring out on the field tonight. You see Sam Collier, a new face. We see number 21, Hunter Markham, still getting some work out there at the running back position. And 13, Jacoby Washington, they're really trying to get him involved.
First down and 10, Moon, high snap, compensates for it. Handoff Martin up the middle, 30-yard line, 31. Stopped right around there, 2-yard gain. Brings up second down, 8 to go.
Yeah, 2-yard gain out there by Markham, who's getting a little bit of work in. And finally, Ike Onyekure is getting work since the second quarter. Something I think that they've needed to do is run a couple of screen plays. They're going to send Sam Collier back out on the field.
And Agachiku comes in.
Yep, Agachiku comes back. And, you know, that's a name we haven't heard too much tonight. We haven't heard Agachiku's name at all. I mean, not receiving kickoffs, not getting an end around, nothing. And that's something that's not common to at least hear that special threat at least once a game.
Yeah, no one on the Falcons has had more carries on the ground than Trevor Moon. Second down and 7, going to hand it off up the middle, 35-yard line. I want to say that was on Yekrowe on the carry that time. It's going to set up third down and about 3 yards to go. So the Falcons have a chance to pick up a first down, third and short. 3rd and 1 is where they're going to spot it.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, gonna be a good. That was really just a beautiful run by Ike Onyekure, shaking off some defenders, ducking underneath some guys. This is what you've needed.
3rd and 1, handoff.
There we go.
Is Agachiku, 40-yard line, breaking through to the 45. It's a Falcon first down. Godwin Agachiku, his first big carry of the night.
There's just been a lot of guys that haven't gotten the work that they probably need, and Lake Dallas is going to switch some linemen out as they send number 62 of Lake Dallas, A.J. Shields, back off onto the sideline.
Yeah, you got Jacoby Washington to the right, along with Sam Collier, 5'6" receiver, out on the slot. Moon's still out of the shotgun. He's got Onyekure on his left hip. Hunter Hope, I want to say, out wide to the left. 1st and 10 at the 46. Moon, handoff inside. Onyekure hit, trying to bounce it outside to the 50. He's got a block from Hope. At the 45, he's tackled from behind. That's a nice stop shy of the first down marker. It was a pickup of 9 yards. Ike Onyekure, his last 2 carries have gone into the secondary, and that's something that Michael Young wanted. An emphasis on the running game is to make the secondary be the one to make the tackle, and that's the case there.
Yeah, and just really solid running by Ike Onyekure. He's going to grab a breather. I just question why they don't have him in the game more and send him to the bench. I don't understand what's going on.
3:17 left here in the 4th quarter. Game winding down, 38-7. Second down, handoff Agachiku, 45-yard line, still going to the 40. Brought down another first down, so Agachiku picks up a fresh set of downs. And this Falcon rushing attack trying to play for tomorrow, trying to build some confidence on what could be their last possession of the night. 3 minutes and counting.
Absolutely, and as we see the playoff hopes quickly dwindling for the Falcons, now it just comes down to what can this team, what can they do, what can this team do for these seniors? How are they going to send them out? You want to send them out on a high note. Whether you make it to the playoffs or not, you want to end with a winning record or at least 500. You don't want to leave them out with a sub 500.
Handoff to Lindsay, got back to the line of scrimmage and nothing else.
Sorry, but you got to think about it. You have guys that have given so much to the program, and Kobe Minor and Brandon Engel, and I'm missing a whole bunch of guys right now. I'm thinking Patrick Winger, he's a junior, excuse me, but you think these names: Austin Dabney, Ike Onyekure, Kelvin Yuka, Christian Crawford, Trevor Lindsay. Jaden McGrew, all these guys that are seniors, they want to be sent out the right way, and it's terrible to see them going out
Second down
without.
handoff. Lindsey on a sweep is met by a couple of Raccoons shy of the line. And it's going to back them up 3 yards. It's going to bring up third down. About 13 to go with 1:54 left in the ball game. 38-7 Raccoons on top. And to your point, Karen, that is one thing that does make college football, and you can make the argument high school football, a bit more intriguing than the pros, is because
You can only
especially in a
lose a certain amount of
season,
games.
well, that too, but in terms of what you were talking about with
Play fewer.
seniors leaving
And you got
at the end of the
seniors.
year, when a season
They're not contract players.
exactly, yeah, when a season doesn't start the way you want,
It's very
Get ready.
tough to get it back.
yeah, 3rd and 13. Moon gonna throw, lets one go down the field. He's 5 yards overthrowing his man. Now it's Hunter Hope at the 10-yard line. Brings up 4th down to 13. But no, what I'm saying is you always want to finish a season on the right foot because, like you said, you have students, you have players, that your senior class that at the end of the year they're moving on to other things. So it's not similar to the pros where if you have a so-and-so lost season, you're just immediately turning your focus.
You get the
next
top.
year.
You get the
You
top
have-
draft pick, and then you're
Exactly.
You're
You
Super
have
Bowl
players,
contender.
your senior class,
Yeah.
that hey, they're trying to finish out on a high note, regardless of how the season goes. So there's always something to play for.
Right.
You're never cashing it in the season. 4th down, Moon going to throw under pressure. He's going to be running for his life, but he's got nowhere to run. Yeah, he's going to be sacked by a couple of Raccoons.
That's gonna.
And that's an appropriate end of the ball game. Fourth down and 13 sack. Turns it over with 55 seconds left. The Raccoons will take over, and they should just knee it 3 times with a 38-7 lead.
Lake Dallas going to lose its 4th straight game, and this just about 100% eliminates them from playoff contention. But, something I remember is back when I was playing here a few years back, and, man, how long ago was it now? 2016, 2017? Back in 2016-2017 season. Falcons, they were going through a little bit of a turnover like this. A lot of seniors had left.
Green's going to run a play first down. He's going to be stopped at the 45-yard line. Martin for no gain. Go ahead.
Really, just good players had left the season before. You go to the 5th round of the playoffs, and you got high expectations. Just like this team, I mean, everyone knew that Ryan Depperschmidt was leaving, but you still had Brandon Engel, and you had Kobe Minor, Texas Tech commit. So there's a lot of stuff that was going on, and whenever it's like this, and I think back to that 2016-2017 year, maybe you didn't make the playoffs. I mean, there was contention that was all the way through until the second to final game. But the seniors got sent out with a bang because you went out there and you defeated, in the last game on senior night, you got to go out there, you defeated the undefeated Prosper. Just shocked everybody. They were first, I believe, in 5A. You go out there, you beat them on senior night. Huge moment, and you're above 500, and you get to send those seniors out. And I mean, I was one of those seniors. It was just a cool way to go out, and you got to hope the same for this team. You don't want it to be too much of a lost season. You want them to have some sort of positive. You want them to be above 500, especially when you've dedicated so much to the program.
Clock's going to run out. Final score, 38-7. Falcons fall to the Frisco Raccoons. It was a night where the Falcons scored their only touchdown of the game, their only points on a 87-yard touchdown pass, Trevor Moon to Brandon Engel. Raccoons had their way on the ground like they have all season long. Frisco stays atop the conference, or the district, I should say. They improve to 7-0 overall and 5-0 in conference. Lake Dallas stays near the bottom, 1-5 overall, and now 0-4 in last place in the district.
Yeah, it's difficult to come back from that because how many teams are in district? What, 8? I believe it's about 8, maybe 6, 7, 8. I think it's 8. I think it's about 6 or 8. So
there's almost no return from the spot.
when you go 0-4, I mean you
how many
can't make
teams
it
are going to have the
playoff.
opportunity to bounce
It's
back from
tough.
that? You're right. You're going to need a lot of help. But again, to your point, in high school football, college, it's the same thing. There's no lost seasons for the team in the grand scheme of things because, like
Right.
you said, you have a senior class that they're obviously going to still have things to play for. And I think something that I'm sure Michael Young will address is the theme going forward for these Falcons is going to be let's finish strong.
Yeah.
Let's finish strong, build some momentum for obviously next year. I think you're still setting your sights on what's in front of you. But this is a Falcon team that didn't get off to a good start, and things have not gotten easier. I think they've played worse games than they have tonight, though. I know the scoreboard awfully lopsided, 38-7, but
you think back to last week, this was a little bit of a better played, actually a way better play game. Really, I think one of the worst games that Lake Dallas has played this season. Yeah, last week was bad because you look at the scoreboard, but I think that homecoming night game, because it was homecoming and because it was Princeton, and homecomings are almost always a win nearly given to you, and it was Young's first ever one that he's lost. I think that was the toughest one.
Yeah, final score 38-7. Raccoons top the Falcons. We're going to take one quick commercial break out, and then our final thoughts when we come back. You're listening to Lake Dallas Quarterback Club.
Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent, has been a proud sponsor of your Lake Dallas Falcons football before there was a Lake Dallas Falcons football team. Mark was a sponsor before there were automobiles, before there was even a Mark Tucker. Ha! Impossible, you say? Not if you know Mark Tucker. Your rate's too high? Your company raising your rates every time you turn left? Give Mark a try. Mention Lake Dallas while getting a quote, and for every quote, $5 will go to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club. $5, $5, ka-ching! Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent.
Therapy Partners Corinth is a proud supporter of all Falcon athletics. Their main goal is keeping your athlete in the game and you cheering in the stands. So if you have any aches or pains that limit your daily life, be sure to give Therapy Partners Corinth a call at 940-498-4004 or visit their website at ptofcorinth.com. Or go ahead and ask your physician how Therapy Partners Corinth can help you today. Let's go, Falcons. Let's go prove them wrong out there.
Back here at Falcons Stadium, Garen Shantz alongside me. I'm AJ Tillers, Fab Sauls behind the scenes. Final score tonight here at Falcons Stadium, 38-7. The Raccoons beat the Falcons and improved to 7-0. Lake Dallas falls to 1-5. Garen, your final thoughts?
Man, my final thoughts here is there's a lot that needs to be done offensively. I think defense made some really good adjustments. The scoreboard's going to say differently, 38-7, but the scoreboard has almost said different every single game. I think the offense, it continues to shoot itself in the foot, man, and there's just no answers coming from Michael Young or Aaron Walterscheid's offense there. I think big changes need to happen. Defense doing a great job of adjusting offensive-wise. They need to figure out how they can get the ball in the air, and they need to find a way to keep Ike Anyekore in the game. And before we head on out of here, I wanted to get your MVP of the game. You know, it was a rough one, but there's always one bright spot that everyone's got. What would yours be?
Well, the one bright spot in the passing game tonight obviously was that 87-yard touchdown bomb, Trevor Moon to Brandon Angle. Look, we talk about it seemingly after every game now that this passing attack has got to get going, and you just got to build. You got to build the foundation, have some positives, and a step in the right direction is that big touchdown play. So Trevor Moon, Brandon Angle, the bright spot and quote-unquote most valuable play tonight was that 87-yard bomb. So if there are any accolades, give it to Angle and Trevor Moon.
Yeah, I'd have to go ahead and give mine to Joseph Taylor. Did such a good job of keeping their guy, number 7. Got to pull my stat thing back out here. But Bryson Clemens, one of the best in the district and in 5A, was able to keep him contained in the open field. Joseph Taylor did a great job, so that's my highlight player of the game here, AJ.
Closing up, 38-7 the final. Lake Dallas falls at home. Falls to 0-4 in conference. This is your Lake Dallas Quarterback Club, and I guess we'll wrap it up here. Catch us next week, Friday, when the Falcons... Do we have the schedule out?
Yeah, we take on Braswell.
I couldn't tell if you could figure out that I was trying to delay because I didn't know.
No, we'll be taking on Braswell, who is currently beating the Tar out of Lebanon Trail, who's currently, I believe, Lebanon Trail and Lake Dallas are both in last place in the district. But Braswell's an up-and-coming team over in Denton. One of our first game that we broadcasted out of C.H. Collins for this team right here. This will be our first game. So kickoff, I believe, will be at 7 p.m. at C.H. Collins next Friday. I'm going to double-check that. I'm going to pull up our schedule here just to make sure everybody's got it correct.
You'd think we would know that.
Yeah, so it looks like next week the Falcons, yeah, I totally butchered it.
Against the Braswell Bengals at 7 o'clock a week from tonight, and we'll catch you there.
No, it looks like the Falcons are actually taking... Man, we got this so wrong. Falcons are taking on the Frisco Memorial Warriors. Excuse us, at Memorial Stadium in Frisco, so you'll be sure
Just look
to
at the
see
schedule
us.
yourself.
I
I don't
know,
think you can trust us.
You can't trust us. You can trust us.
Okay, go ahead. Where are we
All
playing?
right, so we're playing at Memorial Stadium over in Frisco. Kickoff 7 p.m. This is us here. Final score. Go ahead and give it to him, AJ.
Is it because you don't know it?
38-7. No, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it again. I don't want to say it again.
38-7. Final score. Falcons fall to the first place Frisco Raccoons. Garen Schantz, I'm AJ Tellers, Fab Sauce behind the scenes. Drew and Mike Smith with us as well. This is your Lake Dallas Quarterback Club signing off. We'll see you next week.